arsenal, which is its
Israel's biggest defeat in war, losing secret nuclear weapons. Iran reveals ultimate target. They're not playing. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh. The letter J is only 500 years old. So Yahweh is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. Yahweh Shai is the name of his only begotten son. Exodus chapter 15, verse 3. The Lord Yahweh is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. All right?
As the attack on Iran backfires on Benjamin Netanyahu and Donald Trump, will Israel end up losing its nuclear arsenal, which is its worst-kept secret? With the joint US-Israel so-called preemptive strike failing to break Iran's resolve, Tehran is signaling it could answer by striking at an Israeli nuclear site. Netanyahu's long-guarded, never-admitted nuclear weapons program is suddenly under real threat. If Israel's undeclared nuclear edge is compromised, states stand to lose their biggest military advantage in the Middle East. A successful attack on Israel's Dimona nuclear complex, believed to be at the core of its atomic program, could turn the entire tide of the war, pushing it into a far more dangerous and unpredictable phase. As the region watches the suffering unleashed in a war many blame on Washington, a critical question leaders now tilt toward
Salagi. Joel chapter 3, verse 2. Joel chapter 3, verse 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Yahweh-Shaphat and will plead with them there for my people, right? The valley of judgment. About to get judged. That's how the Lord is going to plead with you, by judging you. Joel chapter 3, verse 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Yahweh-Shaphat and will plead with them for my people and for my heritage, Yasha'Allah, the Prince of the Power. That's what Israel means. And the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, is that power, whom they have scattered among the nations. All right, so you scattered the children of Israel, the heritage of the Heavenly Father, among the nations. And this is where all of this is over. All right? You're being gathered for the slaughter, for what you've done to the heritage of God's chosen people. And you parted the Heavenly Father's land. He ain't with that. He wants his land back so he can give it to who inherited it. Right? So his heritage can be shown throughout the earth. Right? And his heritage is eating right. His heritage is going to eat right. Right? His heritage is going to show you how to raise a family. Right? His heritage is going to show you how to work. When Yahweh Shai comes back. So this war is not going to bring Jesus, or whatever they said, bringing back Jesus. They're just trying to control the narrative of the real prophets. Right? They're trying to sound like a prophet or whatever they're trying to do. I don't know what the hell they're trying to do. They're just liars. The wicked are estranged from the womb. Right? As soon as they be born, they go forth speaking lies. Right, let's get that. Should have just typed in wicked womb. Wicked womb. Psalms 58 and 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Now, who's the wicked? Esau, Edom. All right? Psalms 58 and 2. Yea, in heart ye work wickedness. Ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. All right? So Esau, Edom weighs the violence of his hands in the earth. All right? And Iran, Persia, well, really, how about Shem Yahweh Shai? He's not playing no more. All right? So Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai controls the hearts of the kings, and he's letting these other nations know it's time to strike them. It's time to strike them.
Iran, redrawing alliances across the Arab world. As the region watches the suffering unleashed in a war many blame on Washington, a critical question looms. Will angry Arab leaders now tilt towards Iran, redrawing alliances across the Arab world? After US and Israeli forces struck Iran's nuclear sites, Tehran is now planning a mirror image retaliation, signaling that it could hit Israeli nuclear targets in a similar, highly escalatory fashion. Iran has openly warned that it may target Israel's Dimona nuclear site if Tel Aviv and Washington push the war further and attempt to destabilize or topple the government in Tehran. This threat was reported by Iran's ISNA news agency, which quoted a senior Iranian military official, and was later picked up by outlets such as the Times of Israel, amplifying global concern. The Dimona complex is Israel's...
I don't like how that said an hour ago. And it's all of these false reports. You don't know what. It's all these reports of the Dimona already being attacked, the nuclear site. But Esau is probably just saying that to make it look like, make it justify. Amalek was probably just saying that, was still Esau, was probably just saying that to justify continuing to strike. Oh, they struck our nuclear, son. Subscribe to this channel. This is it right there. You can screenshot it, subscribe to it, get edified. Now I'm about to go to one quick section.
Every single rocket in their arsenal.
Too many weirdos on TikTok. And every time I did a video, somebody would cry and they would delete it. So I left TikTok alone. But here it is. It's still loaded up. The Wadi Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So I'm gonna play about 5 minutes of this video, maybe 6. But it's Marine who's...
The Wadi means thank you. You can never the Wadi Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai enough.
Calling out Israel, okay?
This Marine veteran made this video that's going pretty viral right now. He's basically saying that there's no greater threat, really, right now than Israel. And so this is pretty interesting. I fully agree with this. Take all to this. Let me go ahead and start from the beginning here.
And I support Iran dropping every single rocket in their arsenal right in the middle of Israel, wiping that entire country off the map. That's what I support.
Damn.
I don't support Iran. I don't support Israel. But of the two, I would rather see Iran wipe out Israel and watch how fast the war ends. The sad part about it is these same veteran content creators.
All right, so you see the Apocrypha in the background, the Holy Bible in front of it. They're both the Holy Bible, right? The Apocrypha will be the hidden books. Very important to have that, read that as well. It speaks about so-called Alexander the Great in the book of the Maccabees. It speaks about, oh my gosh, just go on and on. It speaks about Daniel and how the Heavenly Father blessed him with wisdom at such a young age to where a woman was about to get raped, right? And you know, the Heavenly Father spared that woman from death by using a prophet. And then anyway, it speaks of a lot. It speaks of the end of the world. It speaks of Esau, Edom being destroyed. Right? Babylon the Great. And Esau, Edom going into captivity. And this book of Ezra's, thinking of now. But another thing is that before I go, Iran is not going to destroy Israel and right now, right? We have to have the mark of the beast for one, and for two, Israel and Babylon the Great are going to be completely attacked at the same time, if that makes sense. But Babylon the Great will be completely, utterly burnt by fire. right? Because they're not just going to destroy Israel and let Babylon the Great just go on, right? So, shalom.